being a part of the fan culture. Ugh, motorcycles. Hey, it's Becca and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So today I want to talk about popular fanfictions, more specifically why certain fanfictions kind of gain the popularity that they do and kind of become infamous among the fandoms, because I am sure every fandom that you've been a part of has at least one fanfiction that everybody knows. Whether they've read it or not, they at least know of it. So today I want to talk about that, kind of go over like the reasons I think that certain fanfictions get as popular as they do. I have the most basic outline of a script written out, so we're gonna go with that and we're gonna see how it goes. Yeah, this should be really fun and I hope you guys enjoy, so let's get into it. So I'm going to be using two kind of different fanfictions that I'm familiar with as examples to kind of help explain the points that I'm trying to make with this. The first one is going to be Dirty Laundry by Gibbsley? Not sure I'm saying that right, but here it is, there's a name. This is a Voltron fanfiction focused around the ship Clance. I do want to acknowledge that this fanfiction has kind of garnered a more problematic image of maybe not the most accurate portrayal of a Mexican-American family and some other possibly racist or ableist stereotypes. I am in no position to speak on that. There are a ton of articles, I won't say articles, but like posts and stuff online, so if you just want to look that up, that can explain everything. However, I'm not going to talk about that. I just want to focus on the fanfiction because it was a popular fanfiction and an extremely popular fanfiction at the time. So I'm just gonna look at it as a whole of what it was and not really go into the details of what it was. The second one I want to talk about is Heatwaves, which is a Dream SMP fanfiction focused around the pairing Dream Not Found. This one is based off of the popular song Heatwaves by Glass Animals, and it is one I am very familiar with because if you're a part of the Dream SMP fandom, you know about this fanfiction. So yeah, definitely the popularity of these fanfictions drove me to read them in the first place because I could not stop hearing people talk about them, and I was just curious. I just wanted to know what it was that people were talking about, and I kind of wanted to be in the loop of what people were like referencing whenever they talked about it. So that's why I read them, and yeah, anyways, let's get into my points. I do want to put this disclaimer here. I haven't read either of these fanfictions in a very, very long time, so if anything I say about them is inaccurate, I am very sorry. I just did not have the patience to go through and read these again. Especially, I didn't even have the patience to try and find Dirty Laundry. I know it's kind of disappeared off the internet, so I'm not even gonna try and find it. I don't want to. I'm not gonna do it. But I'm just going off my memory, and yeah, so keep that in mind as we go throughout the rest of the video. So I think the biggest factor in determining why a fanfiction gets as popular as it does has to do with the timing of when it came out. I think for a show, ideally, if a fanfiction is gonna be popular, it should come out like probably around like right after when the first season premieres. Give it a little bit of time for people to join the fandom, get interested in it, and want to pursue further fan works. But it's not at the point where it's become oversaturated and there's just a ton of people making fan fictions, fan art, everything for it, to the point where it's really hard to get your thing discovered. For something that isn't like a show, where it's something else, kind of like what the Dream SMP is, I'd say probably around like the 6-ish month mark. You know, it's enough time for people to get interested in it and discover it and figure out what the heck is going on and want to pursue like reading other fan fictions and stuff. If the kind of fanfic like area for the fandom has become too oversaturated, it is just such a hard thing to find new fan works like that. But if it comes out right around the beginning of a fandom, it's a lot easier for people to find it, and more people will know what you're talking about because it's not as oversaturated. All right, moving on to the content of the fanfictions. I think one of the most important things with these popular fanfictions is it's got to contain something that the source media will not. For Dirty Laundry, it was simple. It had Clance. Everyone loved Clance. I can't say everyone. Most people loved Clance. Most people wanted to see Clance become a canon ship. So a lot of people sought out Clance-related media as a way to kind of make do with that while waiting and hoping that the show would follow through with that. They did not, but whatever. So because Dirty Laundry did have Clance, it kind of allowed people to see a ship that they enjoyed in a fun new media that they wouldn't have seen the characters in. Also, it's gotta have popular tropes. Everyone eats popular tropes up. Dirty Laundry started out as a fake dating thing. Everyone loves fake dating. By including a popular trope in your fan fiction, that's something that people are going to actively be seeking out, whether they're seeking out specifically this ship in this popular trope or just this popular trope. People are going to be looking for those kind of things, and when it's something like that, they're going to be excited. People like reading fake dating things, so they're going to want to read a fake dating thing with a ship they like. It's a good combination of two things. Heatwaves is a little different in this sense because, well, it is something that the source media isn't gonna show us. It's not really in the same sense that Dirty Laundry was. However, it still has a few of the popular tropes that people really like to read, as well as a ship that a ton of people apparently like to ship. It still falls in like a similar vein to Dirty Laundry, but not quite as extreme as Dirty Laundry was. Alright, now in terms of the characters, I have found with these popular fan fictions, the characterizations of the people that are being written about tend to be relatively accurate, if not more kind of an exaggeration of the characters. Just kind of like they're a little extra than they normally would be. But I think it is important to have good characterization of the source media, because if you don't, then it's not going to feel like it's a fan fiction. It's going to feel like a completely different story with just characters with the same names of the source media you're used to. It's got to have like accurate representations of the characters that you're writing about, but it can stretch that limit a little bit, you know? It might not have to be perfect or an exact representation of the characters, but it's gotta still feel like the characters that are being written about. So this point kind of relates more to Heatwaves than Dirty Laundry, but I think fan fictions based around songs tend to also be really popular. I think when you have something that you can tie a fan fiction to, such as a song that people will then listen to and will think of the fan fiction when they hear it, and it's easy to make jokes about it and use it as references within the fandom and stuff like that, I think that kind of leads to more and more people hearing about it and more people talking about it and stuff. And that is in no way a reason to flood the artist's page or the music video for the song and just talk about the fanfiction or the couple or pairing that it's talking about. You don't do that. You don't do that. But having something else that the fandom can use to reference the fanfiction tends to also bring more popularity to it as well. I think that one thing that might get brought up with this, especially with Heatwaves, is the fact that the people that it was being written about know about it and talked about it. While I do think that that may have led to some of the popularity that Heatwaves got, I don't think they would have acknowledged it if it wasn't popular to begin with, and I think that that's an important thing to remember with this. Overall, I think these two fanfictions serve as landmark moments within their respective fandoms, and they're definitely something that fans of the source media are going to remember as important moments within being a part of the fandom, and I think that is so cool. And I love that these authors get a chance to show off their writing and have their writing be well received by people. And yeah, I just think it's overall really cool. And it's fun to kind of have these things within fandoms that everyone can talk about and know that isn't just the source material. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it's a little bit shorter than my most recent videos have been. I've been meaning to talk about this for a while. I think it's something that's really interesting to me, but it's hard to stretch this kind of topic out into a 20-minute video when I only have a couple examples to draw from. But yeah, anyways, if you did enjoy it, please give it a like, subscribe. What's your favorite fanfiction from your fandom? Is it one that's super popular? Is it something that's a little more niche that not a lot of people know of? Definitely let me know in the comments. I love reading your comments, and yeah. Anyways, again, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!